To the race for mayor now, and with the primaries in the rear view, it's fair to say the gloves are starting to come off. Mayor Eric Adams bluntly taking shots at the presumptive Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani.
And at the same time, Andrew Cuomo declining to take his name off November's general election, even though he has said, yep, I didn't do it in the primary. So we'll see what that means, because he's still on the ballot, while he's expressing that he hasn't decided whether or not he'll actually run in the fall.
Yeah.
That's what we're waiting to find out. A lot to break down here. So let's get to Eyewitness News reporter Phil Taitt live outside of City Hall for us, who's been following the mayor's race for months now. What can you tell us, Phil?
Yeah, Pedro, good morning. Contenders have their eyes set on the general election for November, but there's still a long pathway ahead to City Hall if any of these candidates want to be elected as New York City mayor. Now, Zohran Mamdani did very well in the primary, likely to pick up the Democratic nomination. Eric Adams announced his relaunch for being elected yet again, and we do know that Governor Cuomo appears that he doesn't want to bow out just yet of his political future. Let's take a look.
Former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who fell short in the primary, is still deciding whether he'll run as an independent as we head into November. The former governor expected to wait till Tuesday, when he'll get a first look of the results through ranked choice voting. Today, the Board of Elections does have a deadline set for candidates to remove themselves from the ballot. We don't expect Cuomo to take that step. Yesterday, Mayor Adams had an enthusiastic and engaging kickoff for his re-election bid on the steps of City Hall. Many of his supporters from around the boroughs and the faith community, including Reverend Daughtry, who stood by his side, fired up, saying 4 more years. While there may have been prayer, it's a political race, and it kicked into high gear as Mayor Adams appeared on Don Lemon's show yesterday, calling Mamdani an anti-Semite, establishing where the race is headed and a campaign led differently than the former governor. Take a listen to Adams at yesterday's kickoff.
This election is a choice between a candidate with a blue collar and one with a silver spoon. A choice between dirty fingernails and manicured nails. A choice between someone who delivered lower crime, the most jobs in history, and the most new housing built in decades, and an assembly member who did not pass a bill.
The young, charismatic assembly member who drummed up much support has had quite the fight ahead of him, as Mayor Adams has spoken out against him just hours after the primary, and former Governor Cuomo, who might challenge him yet again in the general election. Mamdani was on CNN last night, where he watched a rap video of himself from 2017 that he tried to laugh off.
And it's hard to believe that the Democratic primary wrapped up just 3 days ago. It's very clear that we are firmly planted on the race now to the general election. So much on the line for each of these candidates. We are live outside of City Hall this morning. I'm Phil Taitt, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.